Afternoon, John. Welcome along, everyone. They're off. Away they go with Heat and Dust. Very awkward, leaving the stalls. Last coming away in this Ladbrokes Football Akabusti handicap, and Renbawi gets across in the dark blue jacket to lead them into the turn. With Livia the Empress in the black and yellow stripes racing handily, and Dark Esteem in the brown and grey keen on heels. Rein back into fourth place with Harfez getting a nice position against the rail in the purple and white stars to track the leading duo into the back straight. Second half of the field, well, that includes Shabang, the green cap up on the inner of Nursty, and from that very ragged start, Heat and Dust has made up a position to race last but one, with Spirit of Rowdown in the raw blue jacket at the back of the field. Be about half a dozen lengths covering them as they head past the 5. It's Renbawi by a length and a half to Livia the Empress sitting in second. Harfez against the rail, a half length Dark Esteem. Then Shabang, the green cap, to Nursty in the dark blue, racing in front of Heat and Dust, and Spirit of Rowdown still at the tail as they leave the half mile behind them. Renbawi into the far corner from Livia the Empress, stalked by Harfez going well in third. Then Dark Esteem shaken up in fourth. Reminders for both Shabang and also further back for Heat and Dust. Nursty, the white cap, dark blue jacket, yet to be popped the question, just a little off the gallop. Spirit of Rowdown ridden along towards the rear as they come inside the 2, and it's here that Livia the Empress in the stripes moves up sides Renbawi. Down the centre, Dark Esteem further to the left. Nursty running on in behind Harfez, purple and white, trying to thread a passage. On down to the last furlong they come, and it's Nursty down the centre who's quickened up here from Livia the Empress. Dark Esteem between them. Spirit of Rowdown running on late in the piece. Nursty into the shadows of the post. Spirit of Rowdown flying home. Nursty from Spirit of Rowdown. Dark Esteem close up in third, and Livia the Empress in fourth.
I think the line's come in time for Nurse D here, for Laura Pearson, Richard Fye here. 14-1 shot. Down the outside, that was Spirit of Rowdown with a strong late flourish, but only for second place. Dark Esteem in third place. And Livia the Empress, she's proving hard to win with, isn't she?
Yeah.
You know, she went for home early this time, and tactics have unravelled late in the day with her.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking about Goldilocks and the Three Bears of this one was too hot, the last ride was too cold, just need to find somewhere in between. But we're back talking again about Laura Pearson. This is her 5th winner of January. She had a real flux of winners in December, and I mentioned it the other day when I was in, whatever the secret is, whatever the gift is to race riding, she has got it. And she's got this little team up with Richard Fahey. This is the second time they've teamed up well together, and that was all about timing. She just got going soon enough to catch the leaders and not leave it late enough to get done by the faster finishing Spirit of Rowdown. So it's about timing, and this comes with instinct. It's come with an innate sense of race riding. Tactics were in play with the two that I mentioned. Livia the Empress tried something different, as we said, to try and ally what happened at Lingfield last time. Harfez, the jury's out with him now, because from the front he didn't get it done. From just off the pace this time he still looks pretty paceless. But the story of this race, and perhaps the story of the month, and maybe even the story of 2021, is Laura